Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you have failed by default. There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. Failure is not falling down, but refusing to get up. Failure is success if we learn from it. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and miss. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed. The master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Failure is a bruise, not a tattoo. There is no innovation and creativity without failure, period. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Failure is an event, not a person. Remember that failure is an event, not a person. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. Failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. Success is not built on success. It's built on failure. It's built on frustration. Sometimes it's built on catastrophe. Failure isn't fatal, but failure to change might be. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising every time we fail. Failure is the foundation of success and the means by which it is achieved. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Failure isn't so bad if it doesn't attack the heart. Success is all right if it doesn't go to the head. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Failure is not fatal, but failure to change might be. Don't be afraid to fail. Don't waste energy trying to cover up failure. Learn from your failures and go on to the next challenge. It's okay to fail. If you're not failing, you're not growing. Failure is not falling down, but refusing to get up. Success is most often achieved by those who don't know that failure is inevitable. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you have failed by default. Failure is the key to success. Each mistake teaches us something. Failure doesn't mean you are a failure. It just means you haven't succeeded yet. Failure is a detour, not a dead-end street. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. The phoenix must burn to emerge. Success is not built on success. It's built on failure. It's built on frustration. Sometimes it's built on catastrophe. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Failure is the opportunity to do better next time. Success is the understanding that you have taken a step closer to becoming the person you want to be. Failure is the tuition you pay for success. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor.